Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
As you can see, we've already started here.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Eze.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Eze. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Hernandez cuts it out. That is Conte. Nicely shaped ball.
That's going in strongly.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He won't be happy with that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rice.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Conte. And the counter is on. Hernandez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, given away. Shapes to shoot. They want to be quick to recover this. Hernandez, Upamecano, Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Conte, out to the left it goes. Now it's Havertz.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's an excellent interception.
Saka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rice. And it's Ødegaard. Has a look and plays it forward. Hangs one in. Oh, that was vital. Conte. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He is through here. And the shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough. Could be danger here. Now it's Havertz!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they can counter here. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Eze. Lovely, now then. Looking for a runner. Timber cuts out the pass. Rice. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Eze. Rice. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
France really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
France are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
France have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Upamecano. France just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Upamecano. Oh, can he get onto this? Eze. Eze running with the ball. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's a shade optimistic. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Ødegaard. And the shot!
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Traoré. Kante has created one goal already. Oh, super ball! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Traoré gets it clear. And it's Rice. Ødegaard. Eze.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Threads one in. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Eze. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Per il numero 9, il numero 14, cambio di giocatori.
France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Gabriel Jesus. Trossard.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's made its way to him. Merino. Arsenal finding their passes. Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 22. Numero 4.
France leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
Il numero 21. Il numero
Capugli.
2. Il numero 20.
Very much into the last knockings. Trossard. Can he get on the end of this? Gabriel Jesus. Look at the space here.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Timber. pass is intercepted. Ball has bounced loose now. He's a sharp little ball here. Conte. Rabiot. Nicely aimed pass. He's got away. And the referee brings it to a close. France have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Havertz is onto this. Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Spread out to the left. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Havertz. Conte. France still without a single shot on target. And that's a good ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Havertz. Great chance! Heavenly from Havertz! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Timber.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Played back. And it's Ødegaard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Great chance here from position A1. And it's made its way to him. Now there's a fine ball. Dembele. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Ødegaard, looking here to chip it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Ødegaard. Not the most convincing of passes. Ødegaard. Koundé. Hernandez. Defending was strong and firm. It's a threatening ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Upamecano. Hernandez drives forward on the overlap. And it's Rabiot. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rabiot.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
So smooth. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
France will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Traumeri. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And that's a good-looking ball. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Havertz! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe, he is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
No way through, so back it comes. Threads one in. And this is Dembele. And he's heaved it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Calafiori clears it away. Aimed in towards... He's got tall! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Ødegaard. Eze. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Eze. Rice. Rice was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's not an especially good pass, that. Calafiori. And it's Rice. Ødegaard, who does have an assist to his name. Eze. Koundé.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Hernandez cuts it out, looking for the run. Ødegaard. Eze. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played up towards the front line. Olise. Looking to play him in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rice. Kante producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's certainly onside here. Shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero
France
11.
with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Numero 14. Numero 7. Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24. Il numero 6. Il numero 19.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Il numero 2. Attenzione, un cambio.
Koundé with the foul.
And that's going to be a booking.
Martinelli. And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, well timed.
Oh, this looks sharp.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! No, he's not going to get any further than that. And it's Camavinga. Thuram. Good ball, good take.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Madueke. He has found the way through.
Drilled in low.
And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player with a classic number 10 look about him is Martin Odegaard, Peter. It'll be crucial that he can pick the ball up between the lines, as he prefers to do. That'll allow him to show off his trickery. If he can find that space, then all options are open, and the opposition defence might be stretched.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Eze. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
This looks promising. Lovely bit of skill. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Arsenal have their second corner now. Saka goes short. France are looking to go forward now. A long ball by the goalkeeper. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Probing pass, and this is Dembele. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Now, can they get him away? And here's Dembele. He has found the way through. Skims what... Shot! Goal! Goal! France! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So, a breakthrough already. Eze. A reprieve, albeit perhaps... Oh, what has happened here? Odegaard receives it in a good position here. And it's hoisted clear. Looking for options for movement. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking to play him in. Saliba getting this one clear. And it's Rice. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that's a little loose. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Eze. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rice. Odegaard. And it's Rice. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Eze, it's a really well-measured ball. Conte. And he's intervened well there. Rice. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Conte. And it's Eze. Now, that looks a decent ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saka. Rabiot. France looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's a... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Raya herring after the ball here.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that was nowhere near his best. Eze. Ødegaard is onto this. And a chance! He's scored! Arsenal are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rabiot. Oh, this is a terrific one. Olise! They've scored! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy.
And the first half is done. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
France are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Oh, he's caught him in or out. France have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Ødegaard. Mignon claims comfortable. Koundé, that's really well manoeuvred. Tries to pass it through. Now can he... And the shot! It's in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Aimed beyond the defence. Conte. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Rabiot. Timber is there, and he can get that clear. Ødegaard, can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. And he's running through. Real chance! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Olise's cross. Saliba can get it clear. Ødegaard. Oh, that's clever. And that was very necessary. What a throw in. Rice. He's in a good position here. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Chouameni, Saliba, now he's off and running. He's through here, picked out brilliantly, great chance! Goal, France! And again they hit the front. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
France take the lead. Knocks it into space. Danger averted for now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Calafiori. Great vision.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rice. Over to the left.
Pretty robust defending.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 4.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Capier has it out wide and climbs up big! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Trossard. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That's a throw.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7. Lascia il campo per il numero 9.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That pass isn't the best. Rice, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Martinelli, hoisted in. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Marino. Incapulli. And it's Marino. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Capier. Rice. Martinelli. So that's it. It is all over. France can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
This was a fantastic display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity, and they ran them ragged. It was all highly impressive. And if that wasn't hard enough for the opposition, the link-up play was outstanding too.
And that's where we have to end it from me. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stockton. Mbappe! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. shifted it to the flank. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Olise, and he's being shifted off it. Koundé, it's just beyond his reach. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France with the corner, they're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Dembele. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Timber has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And here's Olise. He's being urged to shoot. Eze. And they can counter here. Ødegaard. Ødegaard puts his foot on the gas. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's Rice. It's going to be another corner, I think. Corner number 2, then. France are looking to go forward now. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. Oh, he's having a shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Timber. Saliba. And it's Timber. For Rice. Now, can they get him away? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a brilliant interception. 5 minutes till the break. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Eze. Oh, delightful ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Upamecano. And that is a little undercooked. Chouameni. Now it's Olise.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Koundé.
recupero.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's clever.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. The second half then, just getting going. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rabiot picks it up out wide. Crossed in again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it's come loose. And here's the chance to counter. Great vision. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka. Threads one in. No, it's come to nothing. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
And it's Eze.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Olise. Olise making good progress on the right-hand side. Eze. Calafiori. He is through here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. And he shoots! That's another chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he plays one through. A lot of space ahead of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Can he spark a counter here? They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero
France
4.
have their
Numero
second
14.
corner now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 2. il numero 24, cambio di giocatori.
And it's been taken short. Can he finish? Oh, that was close. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pass somewhat off target. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's through, now is he in?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Madueke. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Olise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Madueke receives it in a wide position. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nicely weighted ball. Havertz looking for the run.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the
shapes to shoot! Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Dembele. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Martinelli. Martinelli proves just a little bit too strong.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. And that's played in low. Real chance! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Some heroic goalkeeping, but... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Eze. And it's Rice. And it's made its way to him. He's free, he has got Havertz! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now he's off and running. That is ended up in no man's land. Ødegaard. Saka tries a shot! And that was very necessary.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Ødegaard. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in here! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Still goalless. And they can counter here. Ødegaard goes steaming forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Hernandez. That's an imaginative pass. Rice. Threads one in. That's good play. Rice. Now it's Eze. That's Eze. Rice. Havertz. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played back in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this. He's up now, Mbappe. He's having a shot! It's a good run, that. Great timing. Havertz. Arsenal finding their passes. And here's Havertz.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Conte. And that's been drilled in. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Good ball, good take. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chouameni. And Upamecano. Now it's Olise. Foot in. Rice. Now it's Eze. Eze. Rice. And it's Timber. Saka. He's in a great... Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Chance, surely! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. France have the chance to go the other way. Oh, just skips past his man. Raya gets it away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
France still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Saliba. And it's Rice. Now this could be a chance. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind...
Shapes to shoot!
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Saliba cuts out the pass. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Olise. And that's another good win of the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Dink through. Samba is there to clear. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Played out wide. Eze climbs up big. Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 14. Viene sostituito con il numero 19. Attenzione, un cambio.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Mbappe! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Now he's got space here. Spread out to the left. Guendouzi gets into a good position. Guendouzi! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is a little undercooked. Now that's well seen too. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the... And the shot! Back on level terms. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Guendouzi knocks it into space.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Zubimendi. Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Olise might be danger here. That's really well cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Martinelli. Well, played right into his path. That's going to go a long way. That's a throw.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tries to play it through. Now it's Martinelli. Fires it in. Real chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Mbappe, and he's intervened well there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He has a look up. That's a sharp pass. Hiiiii. He's not got that quite right. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Chouameni. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot and goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Crosses it in here.
Well played and well cleared.
And now they can spring out of defence. No foul, says the referee. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rabiot. Calafiori. Eze. Still goalless at the moment. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, played right into his path. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. That's a little off target. And it's Timber. Saka.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Eze chips it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance for a shot! In for the pieces! Goal! France! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mbappe, he's on the finish! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Olise really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's gone for goal! Conte. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. And it's Rabiot! That's brilliant from Rabiot! About as smooth as it gets. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
France find a position of real strength now. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
France 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. It's just beyond his reach. Timber. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Olise. Tries to play it through. Plays it in. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It is no contest. It is a landslide. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
This is Dembele. He's found Dembele! No, it's wide.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Timber. And it's Ødegaard.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 16.870
Almost an hour gone.
spettatori.
And here's Eze. Now there's a fine ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. France really could have done without this. Dealing with the pressure. One back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And he's straight offside. Somewhat off target. Timber. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Rice. Now it's Eze. Eze.
Good, strong midfield running here.
Rabiot.
Looking for the run.
Good ball, good take. Gabriel. Arsenal finding their passes. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He has found a way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe gets flagged offside.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Numero
fact.
14. Lasciano il campo per
Shifted it to the
il
flank.
numero 20. Il numero
Martinelli.
15. Il
Passing
numero
is
18.
crisp and sharp.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Threads one in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Could move up a gear here.
Kante running with the ball. Conte given the lift of his goal. Calafiori. Chance here to counter.
And he's on a charge.
Now Subimendi. And it's Marino. Tchouaméni. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. He tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Maignan.
Out for a throw.
Saliba. Opts for safety. Tchouaméni is the guilty party there.
And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Havertz. Madueke. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Timber. Subimendi. Now it's Martinelli. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Barcola.
He could be in here.
Subimendi.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Saliba.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Subimendi.
And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
France definitely impressing me here.
especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.